Oh well, trying to find a angle that doesn't reflect too much on my glasses, but in any case, happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Whenever this video comes across your timeline, you know, everything is timeless. There is only now. And I'm just hanging out, waiting to get cold for my tattoo. And just wanted to hop on because I've been guided a lot lately by the universe to share my experience with MLM. And honestly, I'm gonna say it's about 80-20. 80% would not do again, 20% might consider it, just because they catalyzed my first spiritual awakening. They activated it. So I really can't be too adverse against MLM. I'm gonna say 80% why I would not do it again is because it's just a lot of gatekeeping, and I've never been one for gatekeeping, hierarchies, things like that. Well, I may say I can be global leader. I mean, who really wants to be the one person that everybody looks to for everything, guidance, whatever? I mean, we all have value. We all have something to contribute to this experience, and I just say it out of frustration sometimes because of a lot of the things that I would like to see change. A lot of people don't agree. But anyway, getting back to MLM and how it activated my spiritual awakening, because in MLM, it was Amway through the Worldwide Dream Builders. And side note, one of my great uncles, he did very well in Amway. So Amway has been a part of my maternal family for a while, but he mostly was just selling the products. He wasn't really building it in the sense of taking on other business builders and stuff like that, getting legs and all that. He mostly was just focusing on the products, and he's a very good salesman. He was also a master Ford tech, so he could work on any Ford engine and get it going. He had his own boating business. Entrepreneurialism is a big thing on my maternal side. Also on my paternal side, one of my uncles had a restaurant for many, many years in Ontario, and it was called Uncle Stubby's because he was missing half of his thumb. But in any case, so I'm not the first entrepreneur of my family, but I am the first college graduate, so I do have that. But I digress. So getting back to how they activated my awakening was that they have you read all these books, self-improvement books, Think and Grow Rich, someone How to Make Friends, or something like that, like how to get people to like you or whatever, and just a bunch of other ones. And that I can't recall right now, but it really did help to start that mindset shift where I was moving away from lack. I was moving into abundance. I am in abundance. I am moving away from lack. But in that aspect of the timeline, I was working to have a positive mindset, working to be optimistic about everything and know that life is happening for me, not to me. But at the time, they intermix it with subjugation. So there's, still, that's where the gatekeeping comes in, because you have to get to certain levels within that hierarchy to start to become privy to, more information. And, it's just like any other club, social club, like Masons and, Elks Lodges and all those other clubs that humans love to form and, separate, cause more exclusion. But, that's really what I wasn't aware of until now. And at the time, I was with my son's father, and he didn't want any part of it. He was not interested in building the business with me, which was fine. I'm used to doing things on my own. But he wasn't supportive. He would, talk crap about it. He would put me down because I was changing my mindset. I was changing my perspective on life. And a lot of the things that are brought up in those self-help books were a lot of things that I was already, pretty much aware of, but just didn't implement because of, familiar programming, generational curses, trauma, whatever. And that's another thing. I am the first generational curse breaker in my families. There's really nobody else who has decided to make the choice that, well, I'm not angry anymore about what my mother allowed to happen in my life, what my grandmother allowed to happen in my life. I don't have to be around them. I don't have to pander, cater, be aware of them anymore. If they wanted to talk to me, I definitely deserve an apology. I will say that. But I'm pretty certain that's not gonna happen. So I'm out here living my best life. I'm out here connecting with all of you and building my soul family. And that's what matters the most. They say blood is thicker than water, but chosen family is stronger than blood families. So it's only about who cares about you, truly cares about you. If you truly care about yourself, those that truly care about themselves will truly care about you and come into your life. But so the self-help books, the mentorship, all of that, it does help, it does have good aspect, like beneficial aspects to it. But a lot of the time, they're still instilling self-doubt in you, because a lot of the things that they tell you, while they say don't make decisions based on emotions, literally they're playing on your emotions by asking you what your dreams are, what your goals are, and saying that basically, your why, using that to insight your emotions. And it's just, yes, we're here to be confusing, we're here to be contradictory, but it's up to each of us to see through all of that and discern what we want to do with it. So but an observation and experience of this is what they do. And then they'll turn around and say, you need a mentor because you can't trust your own mind, because your own mind is what got you into the situation that you're in, requiring you to have mentorship. And it's like a white knight circle jerk. And I was in that mentorship for over a year. And I realized, because we were in the midst of 2020, the pandemic, I just realized that it was definitely something I didn't want to do. Yes, I'm still working on my dreams and goals, my why of why I'm here. But I'm not going to leverage an extremist right-wing corporation these people are literally on boards in the government. They're in all of it. And that right there tells me the more money you have, the more pull you have. So when we embody the energy of money, we are money, we have everything now. We're going to affect the changes that we want to see. We're going to affect the energy shifts that the earth, that this human experience is ready for. But that, that whole you can't trust your own mind, that's the biggest contradiction, because deep inside within, you know what is for you. You know what is the right thing to do. A lot of times we get into certain situations because we're mistaking ego for intuition. And yes, third chakra, thank you, universe. The mind is the ego, but so is intuition. For me, intuition is left brain, ego is right brain, and you're integrating the two for a more harmonious experience. Third chakra, thank you, universe. So like, everybody has courses and books, and we're all out here embodying money, right? But I'm really just looking for connections. Like, yeah, getting paid for energy exchanges and services that, you know, not only I can provide, lots of people can provide, but each of us is in our own way. And, you know, there's experiences that I've been through that someone else might not have gone through, and you may resonate with more than what someone, you know, with that other person. And where I'm going with this, I'm not quite sure, but I'm just sort of yapping in this moment and looking at these clouds out here. I'm just enjoying this moment with you all. So, you know, I am grateful to Worldwide Dream Builders, to Amway, to my mentor Mallory. I'm not sure if she's still in the business, and if she is, she's most likely very successful. She's a great person. I'm just, you know, gonna lean more into my intuition and let the universe work it out for me. I don't chase, I attract. So everything that's meant for me will come to me, is coming to me. So because I know that my why is something that aligns with the universe. It's something that has the highest good of all in intention, and it's just a matter of blinking into that timeline, stepping into that frequency. While I do maintain a positive outlook, you know, maintain optimism, there are times when I'm not that optimistic. You know, there are times where I have, you know, lower vibration, and that's fine. It don't matter, you know. All the manifestors and everybody, you know, consistency. As a neurodivergent, consistency can be quite challenging. But the universe sees the efforts that you're making, and the universe knows your heart's intentions. So there's really nothing to worry about. I'm gonna touch on manifesting in this video. It's a little bit longer. But I've manifested clothing. I've manifested so many things in my life. My apartments, my car, my job, my day job, my current day job. I manifested that. And the thing about it is that I would just visualize it and let it go. And we find that with, you know, lower value, I want to say, or lower importance, manifestations come a lot quicker than higher importance manifestations. And therein lies the blockage. If you're putting your greatest goals on pedestals, then how can you ever reach them? Just keep telling yourself that you're worthy, that you're deserving, you've done the work, and you let it go. It'll come, you know. You will turn around and there it is. The subconscious, the universe, is so impossible, inconceivable, and unbelievable that once you start accepting all of those aspects and embracing them while letting them go, things change so quickly. Sorry, I have media in my tooth here. But I just came on here really to talk with all of you and make some memories. I really appreciate you coming in. If you have experiences with MLM, or if you want to share your spiritual awakenings, comment down below or shoot me an email. I've changed the name yet again of this channel. Pretty sure it'll be the last. My inner child designed the thumbnail and everything, or the avatar, whatever, the icon, and I'm quite pleased with it, so I don't want to change it again. But whatever, you know, they say the universe doesn't change its mind. Then if that were true, why do all possibilities exist? If the universe never changed its mind, we would never change our minds. Well, it does help to follow through on the things that you say, because it shows yourself that you can trust yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself for changing your mind. It's all about being in the now and the feeling of now. And if that feeling in now tells you to change your mind, then do it. It's okay. The only one judging you is yourself. And what you judge others for, you also judge yourself. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But thanks for hopping in and joining me today at this moment. And I look forward to the next one. Stay soft, stay sweet, stay pure. Love you.